Now, you may have noticed the change in scenery. Yes, I'm back in Johannesburg, South Africa for a while. Old Fort is out of prison. He's all serviced, packed, and ready to go on his next adventure. As a South African living in Europe at the moment, one of the questions I get asked the most often is still, do we have wild animals walking around the streets in our cities? Now, although the correct answer is no, we don't, there are some exceptions to the rule. At the moment, I'm heading to my friend Rory's house because tomorrow we are riding to a place where there are wild animals walking around the streets. As we're heading out from Rory's place, we are going to the opposite side of Johannesburg, Honeydew to be precise, to meet up with some of my friends. Not out of Joburg yet, and this is roadside repair number 1. Well, technically it's not a repair, it's more like an adjustment. Right, here we go. So I joke about having animals walking around the streets, but the town of Leeupoort is located inside a game reserve of 820 hectares. Now, although they don't have the big 5, you have zebra and giraffe and wildebeest walking around in between the houses. Right, so this is in John, a Bullet 500, Ash's bike. Spent many kilometers with this bike on the road. This Desert Sand Classic 500 is Ilias on his bike called Captain. This is Henny on his Silver Classic 500, named Silver. Probably the most infamous Classic 500 is this military, named Donkey, Rory's bike. So the area we're riding through at the moment is called the Cradle of Mankind. This is where various humanoid skeletons have been found, including Mrs. Pless and Homo naledi. Next to me here is the Hartbeespoort Dam, originally built by a group of farmers for agricultural purposes in the early 1900s, but they weren't very successful. So in 1916 the Union government took over, but the project was halted during the First World War, but resumed shortly afterwards and was finally completed in 1923. Ahead of us lies the little train station called Westerkrolstasie. Many a bike trip have ended here.
3 Indians, 2 Boers and 2 Englishmen walk into a pub.
So occasionally some of us climb on bar counters. Now, we've done this before, but it's time to update or add a new date. Welcome to Leeupoort Game Reserve and Holiday Town.
Royal Enfield.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
And it never took off as a
Yeah,
model.
yeah.
Anyway, then I was happy I didn't end up taking it because it was also a 350.
So as we pull out of Leeupoort, the plan this morning is to go to Tabazimbi, mining town. The name Tabazimbi is the Setswana word for mountain of iron. Emerite with high iron ore content was discovered here in 1916, but it was only in 1931 that Escor opened an official mine here. It was mined for quite a few years, up until 2016, when the mine was no longer viable. Look at that. Port Mountain, Port Mine Dump. Now you can imagine if the mine dump is that size, what size the hole is that all that rock came out of. At some stage, the mine was the biggest open cast mine in southern Africa.
Welcome to Tabazimbi.
This tire is 1.5 times my height. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times 2. 16 cylinders, twin turbo.
Currently we are in some national park at the end of the Tabazimbi main road, exploring.
This will be the day that I die. This will be the day that I die.
Unfortunately, like all good things, this comes to an end. Except today we are taking the long way home.
Sing us a song, Mr. Piano Man. Sing us a song tonight. I don't know anymore.
With facilities like rental homes, caravan park and camping, Leeupoort is considered to be a holiday town, although there are some permanent residents living there. So before turning our noses back towards Johannesburg, we are going to visit a town called Rooiberg, which is the Afrikaans name for Red Mountain, named because of the color of the soil on the mountain. The town of Rooiberg was started in the early 1900s when a very rich deposit of tin was discovered here. In the 1930s to 1960s, it became the biggest and most important tin mine in southern Africa. Welcome to the Koekepan pub. In case you were wondering what a Koekepan is, this is it.
The original guilty.
Taking our time going home, we made a slight detour We're going to follow the canals for a while. There's something special about riding with a bunch of guys like these. If you think about it, we have different cultures, different languages. We all became friends because of our love for Royal Enfields. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Does nothing for my channel, but who knows, we might become friends one day.